Supremacy Sis newsletter, a bi-weekly newsletter geared towards millennials who are truly trying to get their shit together. And I am here for another daily motivational video where we use the tarot to become the alchemists of our lives and to teach us how to become spiritual beings. A little bit about me. I do not just use the tarot. I use God and cusses in the same sentence. I may mispronounce some things, but if it does not stop Charlamagne of God, it ain't gonna stop me. It ain't gonna stop me. Alright, y'all, let's get into it. Dear God, guardian angels, and ancestors, what information do you deem worthy for us to hear at this time? Please deliver these messages to me and through me. Allow no room for doubt or confusion. God, name my God. Alright, let's see. 2 cards, please. Two cards. Alright. The 2 cards that came out was Synthesis and Beauty. Synthesis and Beauty. Right away, angel number 124, I just get the message that God is just saying, see the beauty. And synthesis is all about like things coming together. And right away, I just get the message of see the beauty in divine timing. I think we just don't understand. I feel like sometimes as humans, we can feel like we're working very hard and that sometimes, we can feel like we're working hard and like God is not hearing us, or we're working very hard and like nothing is happening. But oftentimes, like we have to realize that things have to happen in a divine order and in a divine way. I think about all the time about Michael B. Jordan and like Ryan Coogler, right? Now, when Michael B. Jordan was trying to, Michael B. Jordan was kind of like, he was beginning his career, and this was in an ASAP conversation, so it's not like I know them, but he was like kind of in his place in his career where he was like wanting to show that he could really act. He didn't want to just be, just the guy that just do a film. He wanted to show that he could be a leading man, because that was always his goal. And so he was having his agents like look for these different films. Now, meanwhile, Ryan Coogler was over at UCLA, like doing. Now, let me tell you the story of Ryan Coogler. Like this nigga. This nigga. Y'all do not know about Ryan Coogler. Like he is low key that dude. Ryan Coogler began his career being a college athlete. The reason why he became a writer is because his teacher was like, you are a really good writer. Like you do really well with like your words. Now, okay, let's talk about divine timing. So, I want to say he either got injured. Something happened, maybe he didn't get injured. Maybe he did get injured. I don't know his whole story because he needs to put it out there. But anyway, so he, the thing happened with Oscar Grant, and it really, really touched him, and he felt like he wanted to do something, and the best way for him to channel his emotions was through writing. And so his girlfriend got him the writing program, and he spent all his time working on his screenplay, and then eventually he ended up submitting it to the Sundance studio. Mind you, all of this was going on in Ryan Coogler life. Ryan Coogler does not even know anything about Michael B. Jordan. Michael B. Jordan had this desire to want to be seen in a different light. Ryan Coogler needed somebody who would be able to portray this person, Oscar Grant, great. These two people had the same, and this is what I'm trying to get you to understand about synthesis and divine timing. These two people had the same exact desires. They had the same intention, the same focus. And so when it came time for them to come together, it felt like beauty. It felt like divine timing. It felt like magic. And so they had, Michael, he got the script, loved it, met Ryan Coogler, and from that moment forward, they had a bond. Now, mind you, the same time that he was working on Fruitville Station, Ryan Coogler also had this idea for Creed. Now, think about Ryan Coogler's career. This nigga went from not even trying to be a writer to being the director of one of the highest paid Marvel films ever. You think that's by accident? You think that shit just magically happened? And mind you, I genuinely feel like it wouldn't have happened if he didn't have Mike, and if Mike, like, it just divine timing happened, right? And so I tell you that story because I want you to understand, same thing could be happening in your life. While you working, while you have these desires, there could be somebody that's being like, damn, like, I just need somebody that can do X, Y, Z. And you feeling like you need somebody that can do A, B, C. And if y'all two just keep working, what God is saying, the beauty of life is that if you just keep working and you stay focused on your goals, eventually you two can sync up, meet up, and then nothing but beauty can come from it. I know I'm going this again into the vortex because it reminded me of that card from getting in the vortex of I intend to co-create from this place of positive attraction. And the energy that I get and what I feel like this message is that maybe for some of you guys, you're so frustrated about why things aren't happening for you. You're so frustrated that you're in these certain circumstances. You may feel like you don't have the right career. You don't have the right skill sets. You don't know the right people. You may not be in the right location. Like you know, it's just all this negative. Now, if you stay stuck in this negative place, how can you ever get to where you need to be? And so this is what I'm trying to get you. I told you the story of Ryan and Mike, because what if Mike just would have been like, you know what, fuck it. They see me this way. This is just how I'm going to see people. We would have never had For Reveal Station. We would never have Creed. We would never have, like, think about it, we would never have Creed. Lord Jesus. No Creed. Like, this is what I'm trying to get y'all to understand about, like, how much bigger your dreams are than you. Also, a story about Black Panther. Black Panther was originally given to Ava DuVernay, and Ava passed on it because she's like, I think I know somebody who's better for it, and gave it to Ryan. So this is what I'm telling you. Now, mind you, Ava is another person who did not have any intentions to get on the path that she was on. So, like, just imagine that if Black Panther would have been given to some other fucking director, and that person wouldn't have had the insight or the fortitude to be like, you know what? This isn't for me. This is really for this nigga right here. We would have never had Black Panther. So this is what I'm trying to get y'all to understand about how deep this stuff is, and how you just, if you trust God, you got to trust God. Angel number 738, and you got to just know that he will get you where you need to go. But don't take my word for it. We're going to go ahead and go into this vortex. God, clarify this message of synthesis and beauty. What are you trying to get us to understand about the beauty of synthesis, the beauty of divine timing? What do you want us to get? How can we be patient in the divine timing? God, allow us to hear whatever message you want us to know. Allow no room for doubt or confusion. And me or the viewer's mind. God, name I pray. I should. One card, please, if possible. All right, and we'll take both of these. So the two cards that came out is I can attract relationships that agree with my desires for the synchronicity. Catch the... Y'all, I think I'm going to flow out this... goddamn chair. Look at this synchronicity. Look at that. It's like identical cards. Anyways, so for this, I can attract relationships that agree with my desires. Again, remember that example of Ryan and Mike. They both had the desire. I want to make films that touch Black people, that celebrate Black people in their light, because they had those same desires and they wasn't stuck in this negative place, but they were actively trying to make it happen. They were then able to meet up and make this happen. People are not finding it difficult to find the mate of their dreams because that person is not out there, but because of their own contradiction to their own desires and the thoughts they offer, but about the subject every day. Now, this is talking about love. So you may, this card is saying you may have a desire to want to have like this ideal mate, but the way that you feel or how you think about it every day, so niggas ain't shit, hoes is winning, like those are contradictory thoughts. So you just have to believe that the person that's for you is going to be for you. And the same thing, taking this away from relationships and taking this out of love, you have to believe that those dreams, those desires, those things that God put on your heart is for you, and that you have to just stop worrying about it and just trust that as you work on it, everything will naturally unfold the way it needs to be. Okay? When you consistently offer thoughts about your future relationship that feels good while you think them, that means you are consistently matching the desires that you have discovered as you live life. And under those conditions, only someone in agreement with your desires come to you. And so again, this is talking about a relationship, and it's talking about, say, when you have those visions or you have these feelings or these, how you just have your mom and like, oh, I want my boo to be kissing me and I want him to hold my hand and I want him. Now, if you think that and then be like, fuck that, that can't possibly happen. Of course it can't possibly happen. But if you think that and be like, oh yeah, that would be really good. Oh, I can't wait until I have somebody that's like this. Then guess what? You are just syncing up. You telling the universe this is what you want, and the universe is going to find that match for you. Same thing applies for your dreams. When you talk about, oh God, and that's what happened with Ryan and Mike. Oh God, it would be so great if I could just find this dude that is just down to earth, who a regular dude, but somebody who want to be an actor. Like a regular nigga, but he also understand the craft of acting and can actually act. That's what they and guess what? And Mike was like, I just want to have somebody who can actually just see me, that I can act, that I can actually do this shit. And guess what? It synced up. And they probably was both thinking about, oh my God, it would be so great if I had this, and then I can do this, and then I can do this, and then again, you have to dream it in your mind. It ain't gonna be 11:20, but if you even thinking about it in your mind and be like, that can't possibly happen, you're right, it can't happen, because you're killing it in your mind before it can even happen in real life. For beauty, my manifestations are an indicator of my beliefs. And that's what God is trying to get you to understand, is that maybe things you're not seeing the manifestation of your dreams because of what you believe. Maybe you don't believe it's possible. And so life is showing you it's not possible. But if you would just turn your attention and believe and put your focus on these things that actually happen, then they could actually happen. I mean, it sounds simple, but it's real. It is always true that whatever you are living always matches the chronic vibrational patterns or beliefs. So remember I told y'all I had to stop saying, I'm a loser, nobody understand me. Like, I have to just take that thinking out of my mind that came from my childhood. At one time that protected me. But as I'm trying to grow a business, as I'm trying to attract people to not even understand me, as I'm trying to grow a business, as I'm trying to make a name for myself, as I'm trying to get my writing and my work out there, that's counterintuitive to where I'm trying to go. I need to understand that if I'm just true to me, then the people will get me. My people will find me if I understand me. I was talking to my younger brother the other day, and like, he was like, oh yeah, you just need to put yourself out there and do more things. I'm like, I don't want that. And I'm glad he said that, because it made me realize, like, I don't want that. That's not what I want to do. I'm not trying to go viral. I want the people who are for me, who understand me, who get me, who marches to the same beat as me, who's in the same energy as me, to find me. I'm not trying to be in everybody's face, because I'm not for everybody. And it doesn't matter if you have an excellent excuse for your negative thoughts and negative emotions. Nobody in my family ever lived their dreams. Nobody in my family ever been wealthy. Nobody in my family had never had a healthy relationship. Okay, yeah, that may be great, but that don't mean they have to be your life. They still equal your point of attraction. What is manifesting on every subject in your life is an indicator of the beliefs you hold and your chronic thought patterns. And so this message is just coming about because God is just saying you need to focus your attention elsewhere. You're just so focused on a negative. You're so focused on, oh, this is not going right. These people don't get me, blah, 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 blah. And it's just keeping you off course. So God is saying you have to get control of your thoughts, and you got to start focusing on the things you actually want. And you also have to believe it's possible. You can't cheat God. Like, that's what I have a message on here that say God can't bless who you pretending to be. You can't fake it with God. Let these people on IG, these people on IG can fool you. They can fake it till you make it, but you can't fake it with God, because your life is going to be a manifestation of your beliefs. So if you live in a fake ass life, guess what? You're gonna manifest more fake shit in it. So God is saying, really do the internal work and work on what you believe, and work on what you believe is possible for your life. Last card I want to leave you with is to double down. I have complete control over my own thoughts. This is God just saying the power is yours. You can find yourself in an endless loop where you explain. Let's calm down. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Angel number 1450. You can find yourself in an endless loop where you explain that you feel negative because of the negative behavior of someone else. Let's pause. You can find yourself in an endless loop of saying, my life fucked up because my daddy did this. My life fucked up because my mama abandoned me. My life fucked up because white people are, they don't want to acknowledge their privilege. It's really easy to keep yourself in that place and to keep living like that over and over. Honestly, we've been doing it for 400 years. But if instead you take control of your own emotions and you think an improved thought because it feels better to do so, you can turn it around. So remember I told you, me telling myself, nobody loves me, nobody gets me. That shit didn't make me feel good. That shit made me feel like I was having an uphill battle every time I was doing these YouTube channels. Every time I was writing something for Honestly Sis, it was an uphill battle. But when I changed my mind and started to believe, you know what, if I'm true to me, and if I'm honest, if I'm authentic, if I'm real, people will connect to that. And the people who are for me will get me. Everything starts changing. Everything starts turning around, even here on the YouTube channel. I'm like, okay, all right, 63 people. Come on, 3 people in 28 days. That's good. I have a goal of 75 to do the blockage reading. So it's like, I'm realizing I am getting myself out of this mindset that large numbers means that I'm successful. Large numbers means that I'm doing the right thing. No, if one person liked this video, it's enough. If one person listened to this video and was like, you know what, I am going to change my mind. You know what, I am going to do this different. That's enough. One soul at a time. And that makes me feel better. And that makes all of this feel attainable. And that's where I can look at 3 people and be like, oh my God, that's a big deal. But if I was thinking the other way, I'd be like 3 people like, oh fuck, I'm still not at 100 though. No, like that's a fucked up way to think about stuff. You have no control. You have no control of what anyone, you have no real control of what anyone else is doing with their vibration or their actions for that matter. But you have complete control over your own actions, your own thoughts, vibration, and emotions, and your point of attraction. No, you can't change your parents. No, you can't change your boyfriend. No, you can't change your kid. But you can change yourself. You can't change how you view the world. You can't change how you believe what is possible for your life. And what God is trying to get you to understand is that when you make the change from the inside out, what you will realize is that your world will change. And it's not because you trying to control anything, you trying to be smart. It's because you worked on yourself. You worked on your belief and you did the work on the inside, okay? Angel number 1755. I'm going to go ahead and leave the message there. I'm actually going to leave you guys with a, I want to do a sacred rebel. What time is it? 11:54. Okay, so I got to get ready to go. So I'm going to leave y'all, excuse me. I'm actually going to leave you guys with a blessing, a namaste blessing. God, what happens if we just decide to harmonize with our desires? What if we decide to believe in divine timing? What if we take control of our vibration and just trust that everything that's meant for us will come to us? What blessing will you impart in our life? Allow no room for doubt or confusion in me or the viewer mind. Just one. Thank you, God. Your feelings are servicing in order to be healed. Have faith and know that you are safe. Trust the current wave of emotions shall become a sea of tranquility, of love and blessings. And so if you are finding yourself, angel number 1858, you find yourself in a very emotional spot. God is just saying all of these emotions are coming up just so that you can synchronize with what you are good, just so you can really question your beliefs. And God is just trying to get you closer and closer to your desires. So don't be afraid to answer your emotions, which seems to be a theme this week. And the last thing is an emotional storm. Look, I can tell this is the theme this week. A blessing through emotional upheaval. An emotional storm is forming and things may seem chaotic for a while. But as the storm subsides, a blessing is revealed, respects all points of views, for we each view the world a little differently. Things are being shaken up for a good reason and for benefit of all. And with this card coming out, it just reminded me of, you know, you can't control what somebody else believes. Angel number 1845, you know, No, your mom may not believe that you can live your best life. Your mom may not believe in love. Your mom may not believe that, you're going to get the mate that's for you. That don't mean that that's the life that you have to live. And what God is saying is that I feel like all this stuff is coming up, your emotions, the issues within your friendships, the issues within your family, it's coming up because God really, really wants you to get to the root to what's your desires and what you believe is possible for your life. All right, y'all. That's all the messages I have for you. If you made it to the end of this message, give me a thumbs up. If you made it to the end of this message, you are not subscribed. What are you waiting for? Angel number 2020. Until we meet again, dream those dreams. Never let the internet rush you, and never, ever, ever let the internet tell you what you cannot do. Talk to you soon.